What's up guys, my name is Ace, and today it's time to revisit weapon XP for Black Ops Cold War now that we have the Warzone integration. And I know there's a lot of people that only play Warzone, they don't have Black Ops Cold War, and they want to know the best way to level up their Cold War weapons without having to buy Cold War. So in today's video, we're going to be focusing just on Cold War weapons. We're not touching the Modern Warfare ones, and we're going to be comparing multiplayer XP rates, zombies XP rates, and then two different methods of leveling weapons up within Plunder. We're not going to be talking about the Battle Royale at all today because most people aren't going to be going into Battle Royale with the express purpose of trying to level up a gun because the stakes are really high, there's no margin for error, and you have to get your loadout drop first in order to even get the weapon to start working on the XP for it. Now, a big thing with this Warzone integration is we can see exact XP numbers in Warzone, and this is awesome because in Cold War you can't see the actual weapon XP numbers, and therefore in previous videos I had to sort of make up my own system of quote-unquote XP, but now I can give you actual XP values in-game. So let's go through it mode by mode, and let's start it off with regular multiplayer in Cold War. What I did for my test here is I recorded my XP value in Warzone for the gun that I was working on. Then I swapped over to Cold War multiplayer. I played a team deathmatch game, and I specifically aimed for and got exactly 25 kills with the gun itself in that game. Technically, I had more kills that game because I got some Semtex kills and score streak kills, but as far as kills with the gun that I was leveling up, I got exactly 25 kills. Then I swapped back over to Warzone so I could see what my XP value was at after that game. And it turns out with 25 kills in Team Deathmatch, I earned a total of 4,608 weapon XP. Then I did the same thing, but this time with zombies, and with zombies I decided to play for a total of 20 minutes because that lines up with a typical Plunder match. They're usually about 20 minutes, give or take a little bit. And in 20 minutes of zombies, starting from the moment I spawned into the game, I was able to get around 300 kills in 20 minutes. I know that's an improved rate from my previous videos where I was talking about zombies XP. I think I've just gotten a little bit better at it and kind of understand it a bit better now. But with 300 kills in 20 minutes of zombies, I earned a total of 5,238 weapon XP. Now, getting into the Plunder side of things, the first thing I did is I played a Plunder match using the gun that I wanted to level up, and I just went for kills. I tried to stay in high traffic areas right around the storage town and the Atlas Superstore area. That's usually the best place to farm kills for Plunder. And I chose a relatively conservative number here of 20 kills in a match of Plunder. I know for many people you can do much better than that. Some people won't be able to get 20 kills. So I just felt like 20 kills was a nice middle of the road that is reasonably achievable for a lot of players out there. And in that game of getting 20 kills in a roughly 20-minute Plunder match, I earned a total of 7,900 weapon XP. And then finally, there's another method of leveling up weapons fairly quickly in Plunder that I'm sure many of you guys already know about. This blew up a long time ago, but just as a reminder, what you want to do for this particular method, it's a really easy method that you can just kind of zone out and you don't have to actually like win gunfights. What you want to do here is just go for as many supply run contracts as possible. It's best if you can get yourself a helicopter, or even if you can't get yourself a helicopter, get some sort of a vehicle. Or another option is if you're playing solo, you can kill yourself and then there will be no respawn delay. You'll just spawn up in the sky and then you can parachute to get to wherever you need to get to complete your contract. And with this in a roughly 20-minute Plunder game, I was able to complete 8 supply run contracts. I should also mention, by the way, once you complete that supply run contract, you do need to have the gun that you want to level up in your hand at that time. If you swap over to your secondary, then you're just going to be leveling up your secondary. So just keep that in mind there. But in that 20-minute Plunder match, just focusing on these contracts, I earned a total of 8,950 weapon XP. And that's quite interesting because that's noticeably more than if you're just actively going for kills with that gun in Plunder. You can actually get more XP by avoiding gunfights and just completing your contracts. But putting that all together here into one image that you guys can see, and then also converting to XP per minute, we've got our TDM zombies, Plunder kills, and Plunder contracts. You can see that with a 25 kill TDM, we are getting 460 XP per minute. Then with zombies, starting from the beginning of the game and playing 20 minutes in, I earned about 262 XP per minute. It is worth noting here that your XP rates will start accelerating after that 20-minute part for a little while at least, because you're going to be able to kill more zombies in a shorter period of time than you could in the earlier levels. So definitely keep that in mind if you are trying to level up weapons in zombies. It is going to be far more effective if you're staying in that game until you get to at least about round like 25, for instance. But yeah, if you're just hopping on for 20 minutes to level up a gun, Zombies is nowhere even close to playing a game of Team Deathmatch. Then after that, we have our Plunder kills, which converts to 395 XP per minute. And then finally, our Plunder contracts, where we're just focusing on those supply run contracts. If you're able to complete 8 contracts in a game, you get 448 XP per minute. So as you can see here, if you're looking for the most effective way to level up your guns and you do own Cold War, it appears you're best off playing regular multiplayer. However, if you don't have Black Ops Cold War, but you want to level up those Cold War guns in Warzone so that you can use them in Battle Royale, your best bet is to go into Plunder and just focus on completing supply run contracts while that gun is in your hand. If you do this, you still get really good XP per minute values, and you'll be able to level up your guns fairly quickly by doing this. And honestly, even though I own Cold War multiplayer, sometimes I find myself just going into Plunder and doing contracts because I don't really have to think too much. I don't have to try super hard. It doesn't need a ton of my attention. I can be listening to music or watching YouTube videos while also completing these contracts because it's just sort of menial work. You're just sort of flying a helicopter from point A to point B, or if you don't have a helicopter, you're driving from point A to point B, and you don't have to worry about winning gunfights or anything like that. So, there you have it. Those are the XP rates for you guys. I'd like to know in the comment section below, were you guys surprised by any of the values in this? Did you think that Plunder would be even better or worse for leveling up your weapons? And were you surprised to see that completing contracts is actually more effective than going for kills? Just let me know those thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.